Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I decided to do a little review on my Ieadzm's two-way radios. I saw two videos on YouTube where two gentlemen, Rick something and Quest One, I can't really recall their actual page and whatnot, but they were talking about how there wasn't much information about these Ieadzms out there, and that is 100% correct. This is a real cheap radio, but they can stand up against the big boys. I use these on my job. Sometimes I'm talking, maybe between 200 or 300 acres. It just depends. But one thing is for certain, these radios, I've always been able to make it back to dispatch with no trouble. I pick these radios up because, we're using those Kenwoods and Motorola's and Icoms and whatnot, and these radios are $200 and $300 radios. And when you lose them, a lot of times your employer, they tend to want to take the money out of your payroll check. So $11 versus $200 or $300, go figure. And the only great thing about my job, they don't care if you use their frequencies, but their rule is if you can get on the frequency, they don't have any trouble with it. They're not going to get on the frequencies for you. But, that's perfectly fine with me. But those videos that the two gentlemen put out there were really great videos, real informative. They used chirp. I think they were using the 88, the 88S, one of those programs. They were using the program. They had it recognized as that particular radio, the 888S or something like that. I've had that program too, but they used chirp to actually program the radio. I found another one here. I don't remember where I got this particular program at. But I have had this program here for a while, and actually it programs this thing real well. I mean, it does real well, and it's real simple to use. And this is for somebody who maybe you just kind of can't really use chirp. This program will go right along with it, and it's the Belfang 480 is what it is. It's Belfang 480 program. Like I said, don't remember where I got it from, but I can tell you what, I think it's in Chinese or some language here, and it just can't read it in this particular format in English, but it will allow me to change it. I do remember that. So what I'm going to do is go over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go over there, click on that, and come down 3. Swear some of that writing looks like it says India or Indonesia or something. I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to open a box up over here. I just got India on my mind. I know that's not what that says. I'm going to click this arrow, go down, go to the next little box here. I'm going to click that. It's going to be highlighted. That looks like 2 question marks and OK. I'm going to click on that. All right, it's in a language that I can actually read. Okay, this little box right there, that is for reading. That's for reading. That one is for writing. You got files, you got edit, you got programs, you got setup. That's the one we actually used to change the language there, if you see that. But it wasn't reading it. That view, toolbars, help, etc. Okay, what I'm going to do is go here first, click on this one. That is to read the information on the radio. Okay, that box pops up, but let me make sure first that the radio is on. Turn the radio on to the full volume position. Always good to do that. And I'm going to hit OK to read the information and see what happens. Okay, voila, it is reading complete. Okay, it's showing me a list of frequencies here. Good thing about this program is you can change your frequencies individually, Or, if you already have all your frequencies and quiet tones and your high power and low power and wide bands saved, you can just download it actually one by one, or if you have it saved on a data sheet. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to wipe this radio out. I'm going to go over here to the corner with this blank sheet of paper right there. I'm going to click on that. It's going to open a box over here. It says, do you wish to save changes? I've already saved these, so I'm going to press no. And if you guys haven't done this, like I said, this is an easier way for somebody who may not be able to use Chirp very well. You're going to go ahead and press yes, save the file so you can go back and get it. It'll be like in this folder here. Once you save it, it'll be in your little folder. So you can do that. So be sure to save it, just like on your computer, save your file. I'm going to hit no, and I've blanked that completely out. And you can see the light has lit up here. So it means it's been erased. So there's nothing on this radio right now. There's your files, your edit. These are your channels. You can go through your channels right there, your batch channels. Function settings, programs, which is read from the radio, write. You can do it that way. Your model information, you can click on that and also clear the radio, but remember to save it. Communication ports and languages, views, etc. Let's go back to edit. Let's click on that channels, and that just gives you the information and lets you know there's nothing in there now. See? Because I deleted it all, okay? I'm going to close that up. I'm going to go ahead and close that. I'm going to go back in here. I'm going to go into function settings. Okay, you see, once you wipe that out, like I said, there's the language. It's back in Chinese, okay? That's what it says, Chinese. Now, we're going to come back to that later because you're going to want to make sure that's in English. Not unless you speak Cantonese, Mandarin, or some other Chinese language dialect, you might want to keep it there. Okay, so let me just click out of there. Now I'm going to go back over here. This is what I was saying about saving your files. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, do all of this at your own risk. I can't tell you what to do. And I don't want you to damage anything, but save your stuff, and that way you don't have to worry about that. You should be pretty safe. Okay, I've got these saved. Voila. Dang diggity doggone it. There are all the frequencies that I have there. Up there, the frequencies, and these boxes just represent your power, your quiet tone, your scanning, scan or no scan, beat shifts, etc. Some of these you can't really see, but that's for your quiet tones, to talk between you and your other compatriots that, it's just a quiet tone. It's not privacy. People could probably still listen to it, but it's just a private tone. So we've got that in there right now. Okay, let's write this to the radio. Let's go ahead and click on the little write page right there. Box is going to pop up. And let's just go ahead and hit OK. All right, it's writing to the radio. So now it has written to the radio. I'm going to go ahead and close that. I'm going to go back to edit. This is what's going to tell me. Right there. Now you see, I've got frequencies in there now. Tells me I got frequencies in there because I just wrote them back to a computer chip in the radio itself. Now, this is what I was saying. Let's go back down to function settings. Aha, see, now the save file that I had this in English, so you should see it has turned it back to English. And all my boxes check out the way I set them up, so that's good. That means everything is good in the neighborhood. And now let's just check this. I'm going to go ahead and turn this radio off and disconnect it. And I've got another radio over here. one of my other Belfangs that I use on the job. And they're programmed on the same frequency. That's the only, like I said, the great thing about my job. They don't care if you can get on their frequencies. It's on you. They just won't do it for you. Okay.
Open the radio. 1.
Aha. See, now that's back. That's back in English. Okay. Let's see. Hello. All right. That's working. See. So that's on the right frequency. Let me grab this old Belfang over here. All right. And you see, man, these little Ieadzm, man, you. They can, I don't know if it's the speaker or what, but they're much louder than most of these radios, and they are pretty durable. Like I said, they've held up against some of the tougher stuff out there. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is an easier program, like I said, for someone who is just not really good at using chirp or something like that, not wanting to get too confused. You just need that BF-480 program. Like I said, I don't remember if I got it with another Belfang or what is that, the Rivetus or whatever that other radio is or something like that. It was one of those programs, but this should help you out. Remember, try all this stuff at your own risk. I'm not telling you what to do, but save your stuff in case you got to go back and put that stuff back in there. But it's a cheap radio. Like I said, me paying for a radio that I lost $200, $300 versus $10, $11 for a radio I lost or destroyed. Hey, go figure. We live in a society right now where pretty much everything is throwaway. But these little radios, they hold up. And kudos out there to the gentlemen, Rick and Quest, that put the videos out. They were real informative, as I said. A lot of good information in them. And this is just something else that hopefully this might help somebody out. So anybody who wants to give it a try, go doggone it. Play at your own risk. I'm telling you. That's what the song says. But like I said, this is real simple, and you shouldn't have any problem with it. But peace, 73s, and like I said, maybe I hope I could help somebody. All right, thanks for watching.